Hello and welcome back to Let's Fly the Epee. I'm Alanin, and this is the second of 3 missions of the Epee in the Heaven's Gate series. Now, some people complained after my last video that I was running the emulator too slow, so this time the emulator's running faster. And I'm going to demonstrate that some people have trouble with any speed at all, including stationary. In fact, especially stationary, and especially if you happen to be Spirit. Yeah, we've stopped. She hasn't, and in fact, she is going to ram the Clydesdale we are protecting repeatedly. I can only assume that the AI isn't allowed to stop its fighters, so Spirit's trying to stay in formation and just can't.
Enemy ships ahead.
Anyway, on with the battle.
Hi, Captain.
There's 2 waves here. The first of them are these Drakrai. And I'm not sure if I collide with that one or not. I think I don't, because a collision ought to do more damage. I think that was just a laser shot. But it's hard to be sure. Anyway, that's about the last piece of competent flying against the Drakrai you'll see for quite a while. Well, okay, I think I was just tired and it's quite late. But whatever, my shooting is terrible, my flying is terrible, my tactical decision making is terrible. You saw there I did something that I have said you should never ever do in an Epee, which is fly straight at the enemy. So all in all, this video takes far longer than it ought to. Of course, some things don't help, and primarily amongst the things that don't help is Spirit. She is entirely happy to fly through me, shoot through me or whoever else she might feel like as if I wasn't there in order to complete the mission. And so as her Epee does much more damage than the Drakrai, I'm primarily worried about being shot by her at this point. And so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not attacking the same fighter that she is. Which, as she is quite happy to switch between targets, is more of an occupation than it ought to be. Not that this excuses my terrible shooting, I'm just pointing it out.
We shall destroy Terra.
No, you won't. And to be fair, my complaints about being shot at by wingmen are going to get much worse, because in later missions in this game, you can have several friendlies, and they can all shoot at you, and isn't that great fun? Fortunately, I won't have to play any of those missions, so I don't mind. Anyway, here we are trying to not get killed by our wingman and the last enemy of this way. And, you know, one of the slight problems with the Epee's field of vision is whilst I can fight like this, I can't not shoot Spirit. On the other hand, she kind of deserves it, so I don't really care. If I don't really like Spirit, I don't. I mean, as a character in the story, she's great. As a wingman, no. But then again, I don't really like any of the wingman 1 or 2 wingmen. Maybe Stingray. Or Hov, because he ejects, so you don't have to put up with him very long. Anyway, now we have finally got on to the fun part of this mission, the Jalki. These guys are fun in Epee, because there's lots of different things you can do with them. They've got that rear turret, which is a pain for the ferret, but because we've got particle cannons here, they outrange the turret quite a lot. So you can do what I'm doing here, and just sit on its tail, trying to make sure you stay out of neutron gun range.
Goodbye, my friend.
And ignoring your wingman going away. Of course, the problem with this target is that the tactic involves it shooting and going in a straight line, which is generally a bad idea in Wing Commander 2, or in any other Wing Commander game for that matter. But I get away with it there. The AI has a sort of tactic where it uses one fighter as bait and the others as line up behind you and kill you, but for whatever reason it wasn't operating properly there, so probably because we had Jazz around to break them up. He's also quite a good wingman, though you don't get much of him in this game, I'm afraid. considered trying to use a missile for the last one, as you can see, but in the end it didn't prove necessary. And so with that, the enemy is dealt with. And we are back to the old TCS Concordia. So, mission accomplished again, only slight amount of damage to my front armour. I'd say Epee's safe at any speed.